Serving the Sake, the ruler of the northern Muisca, is no simple task. Especially when a farmer's dull blood flows through your veins instead of the noble's bright karma. Yet, I do my best. And as Asay often likes to remind me, I do possess some talent, bless her heart. In just a few years, I've risen from a mere guard to the first commander of the Royal Air. Partly, I'm sure, due to the strings Asay has pulled within the palace. It certainly helps that my beloved has connections at both royal courts. But more importantly, it's because the Sake's heir has come to depend on me. You see, this should fill me with pride. And it would, if the heir were someone else. Someone honorable, anyone but Kemwencha.
The Sipa's forces have already crossed the river. You must deal with them quickly, Pakanchike, and prove that my trust in you was not misplaced.
Are these the leaders the gods have given our northern rival? A farmer, a coward, and a scheming weasel? My, you truly are doomed.
These two tribes have offered us their services, my chieftain. We should decide which of them we want to recruit. This tribe will now fight for us.
We have killed one of the Vanguard's commanders. Keep it up, men!
I must admit that you are quite capable for a farmer, Pakanchike. Far more than those wastes of breath you serve. If only I had a commander like you, I could make short work of this parricidal mania.
The Vanguard breaks and flees! Now, the real battle begins. The Sipa hides in Namekene's main camp. Only by killing him can we end this war for good. Set up camp and join me in the attack!
The enemy Vanguard left behind plans for an advanced siege weapon. We should use this for ourselves.
I hear evil whisperings among our warriors, Uncle. Our enemies crumble before a mere commoner. Yet the Saki is too afraid to face them himself. We must act decisively, lest these treasonous ideas take root.
You are right as always, Kemwencha. I will lead the charge across the river and dispel with these foul rumors. With me, my warriors!
Very good, Uncle. Very good.
What is this? Namekene's men are everywhere! I thought we had the upper hand!
The settlement is a hub of economic activity. Use it to expand our control of this region.
The Sake has fallen! This is a black day for our people. Yet we must take comfort that he died a hero's death! Let us avenge his murder and kill the Sipa!
Despicable. Namekene may have held the knife, but it was Kemwencha who pushed the Sake onto it. It makes me wonder, am I fighting for the wrong side?
Our northern brothers deserve a just ruler. Not a vile creature like Kemwencha. Soon, I will unite both North and South under my rule, and our people will finally know peace!
Namekene relies heavily on his mines in the area. If you destroy them, it will severely weaken our enemy.
There is a profound darkness in his heart. We all see it when he lashes out at his servants and devises plans to conquer our peaceful neighbors. The only one blind to it is his uncle. The Saki may rule for decades more. Yet I already dread the day when Kimwenchatocha receives his gold dusting.
I have found another useful tool for us. There is a commander in Nemekene's retinue who is, shall we say, partial to the finer things in life. We should bribe him to hold back the enemy siege units for a while. Without his gold mines, Nemekene will struggle to train enough soldiers to combat us. And just like that, we have rid the battlefield of enemy siege weapons. How easy it is to break a man's spirit. Give him a treat, tell him to bark, and watch him transform into a loyal lapdog.
It will take more than a scraped knee to keep me off the field. This is not enough. Still, it's pointless to dwell on the uncertainties of the future, for the gods have already set a path for us. I can only pray that the Saki will allow me, a farmer's son, to marry a noble courtier.
We have demolished Nemekene's stone mines. Now he can no longer rebuild what we destroyed. The Seeker's corpse rots in the baking sun. He should be proud, Package. Never have I had such a useful tool.
Is this what the gods have ordained for me? To serve a man who would murder his own uncle for power? I should abandon him and serve Nemekene instead. He seems a more honorable master. But if Kimwenchatocha finds out that Asay and I are lovers, he might take out his revenge on her. I'd rather die than see her harmed. I cannot stand serving a man like him. Somehow, I must choose. No, I cannot let him corrupt me. I will find a way to protect Asay from afar. What Kimwenchatocha did to our Sake is unforgivable. Let us break camp and join with Nemekene. We will not serve this murderer a minute longer. Our moment. That's how he described it. And in a way, it was. Not for the countless warriors who perished as nameless, expendable pawns, sacrificed for reasons unknown to them. No, not for them, but for him. In a single decisive move, Kimwenchatocha burned down the leadership of both the North and South. From the blackened soil, he will forge his empire. Now he is being crowned at the heart of Lake Guatavita. For a brief moment, he is El Dorado, the Golden One, until the ceremonial gold dust is washed away. In a few days, Nemekene will undergo the same ritual, being sworn in as the new leader of the South. Our moment. Yes, it was decisive for me as well. He was right about that too. There is no turning back. I can only hope that I chose the right side, for Asay's sake. Asay was not happy with my choice. How could she be? I did what I believed was right, but I did so without consulting her. Still, she understands that it is the right way. The only way. We will spend more time apart from now on. I will be in the field, spearheading my master's quest for domination, while she remains in the Zaki's palace. I wish she would simply bide her time until we can marry. But I know her too well for that. She will play the loyal, demure courtier she despises, while secretly providing me with intelligence on my enemies. It is a great risk. But as she often reminds me, no greater risk than the one I take by leading men into battle. No matter what happens, we must both play our parts. It is the only way. The only way.
A palace made of gold. Chatocha grows more delusional by the day. We must find a way to stop him. Conquer the neutral Muisca states and bring the battle to his doorstep.
You already lost at your Contar, and now you want to squander your few remaining kernels of pride on this folly. The only madman here is you, Nemekene.
The divine dance of death between Sipa and Saki goes on. Yet the Temple of the Sun must remain sacred ground for all. The holy state of Iraka will not pick a side in this conflict.
The High Priest in Iraka is no fool. He knows what Chatocha is after. We must send a diplomat to convince him to join our side. Well done. Keep this up, and every Muisca state will be ours before the new moon.
This state has sided with Nemekene.
This is getting out of hand. I will send reinforcements so that you can push out and conquer.
Enemies advance on every front, dear. My spies can show you their army movements, but only for a brief time. I cannot risk them being discovered.
The empire of the Saki expands. A few more, and Nemekene will have nowhere to hide.
This state has sided with Nemekene.
When Chatocha stepped off the coronation robe, he declared the dawn of a new golden age. The gods had blessed him with a vision, he said. He is to rule from a palace made of gold. A palace he intends to build.
Your cause is just, and your armies fearsome. You have our support so long as you keep the fighting away from the Temple of the Sun. Our engineers have constructed these war machines for you. I will provide the blueprints as a token of gratitude for your protection.
As new actors step into the same old roles, the ancient rivalry between Sipa and Sake continues. and I will be the tip of the spear in their conflict.
The state has sided with Nemekine. The state has sided with Nemekine.
The cowardly Saki runs away with his tail between his legs. Victory is mine!
Although the conflict between Sipa and Sake has slightly altered the border, the two remain evenly matched. The greatest impact of the war appears to be on Kimwencha himself. He has begun hoarding treasures in the throne room, attempting to construct the Golden Palace from his vision. According to Azay's contacts, he now refers to himself as the Son of the Sun. Kimwencha, the son of the Sun God. It would be laughable if he didn't genuinely believe it. I fear we have only witnessed the beginning of his madness. The tribes beyond our valleys are rarely noticed by the Sipa and Saki. However, as both rulers seek to gain an advantage, they are now turning their attention to the Panches. Living in the shadow of our great mountains, the Panches build no grand temples, but make up for it with their ferocity in battle. Nemekine aims to establish them as permanent allies. The Zake, meanwhile, wants their treasure. By filling the Temple of Iraka with Panche artifacts, he hopes to persuade the High Priest to declare him the Son of the Sun. Yesterday's mad dream could soon become official doctrine.
We must conquer the Panche before the Saki does, or his mad ambition will be the end of us. Be deadly as the anaconda, Pakanchike.
Dire news. Kimwencha has established an outpost in the north and is planning to attack your forces. Please, be careful.
Only famine could make us desperate enough to seek your help. Save us, and you will have our loyalty. Thank you, Commander. The Wakana will fight for you.
Your conquest of the Pancha continues. Take these warriors and bring us another decisive victory.
I managed to meet with Asay in secret before departing for the Panche expedition. Holding her in my arms after so many months felt like coming home. Her reports have helped me more than once, yet I dread to think what the Saki would do if he intercepted them. The Tokaima are wary of their warlike neighbors, the Sikima. We could ally with them by building a castle in their lands, or we could dispose of them to earn the Sikima's favor. I will not stop helping you, Pakanchike. We're in this together to the very end. As the warmth slowly fades from my chest, I echo her words. To the very end. This Pancha tribe will trouble us no more.
I bring more unfortunate news. The remaining Pancha tribes have flocked to Kemenchatocha's banner. The Sake now feels confident in his victory.
Your conquest of the Pancha continues. Take these warriors and bring us another decisive victory.
The warriors of Atacama want nothing that we can offer. If we want their fortress, we will have to pry it from their cold, dead hands.
These defenses will keep the Sikima at bay. You have our gratitude and support, Dyachenko.
Your conquest of pious Kalandaima do not stoop to petty wars of greed. Bring us a sacred artifact, and you will have a treasure in return. Our gods will be pleased. The Kalandaima will fight for you.
I bring more unfortunate news. The remaining Pancha tribes have flocked to Kemenchatocha's banner. The Sake now feels confident in his victory.
Thank you, Commander. The Huacana will fight for you.
Your conquest of the Pancha continues.
Tells no tales. Not of the men who died choking as poison darts swelled their throats, nor of the sacred treasures torn from the hands of fallen worshippers. We leave it all behind in that impenetrable forest. The evil, the horror.
No matter how grand its illusions are, Kemenchatocha cannot escape the brutal facts of the battlefield. This victory will pave the way for us to finally defeat the Saki.
This victory will be sweeter than did not fear for a sin. The Saki will surely become angry and paranoid now. Please, stay safe, my love. With the Panchas subdued, the conflict is shifting back to the Muisca heartland. My master is pleased with my work. I wish I could celebrate, but Assay's latest report has unsettled me. The High Priest of Iraka has given in to Kemenchatocha's demands. He has declared him the Son of the Sun, a god walking the earth. And the people believe him. Perhaps it's easier for them to accept the Saki's madness if they see him as a god. It makes sense in a way. Hopelessness is easy, predictable. You can plan a life around it. But if the tyrant lording over you is just a mortal like yourself, no, it's best not to think about it. Just keep your head down and pray that your mad god shows you mercy. With half of the Muisca realm under the Saki's control, the only future I see is one drenched in blood. With his ascension to godhood complete, the Saki's grand plan is coming to fruition. He is gathering every warrior at his disposal for an invasion of the south. Not to be outdone, Nemekene is rallying his armies and preparing for the clash. it would have been just another of the countless wars between the Sipa and the Sake, if not for one troubling rumor. Assay's latest message speaks of a band of foreigners approaching from the northeast. Pale warriors in metal armor, wielding the storm god's wrath as weapons. They call themselves the Spanish. But who are they? Will they be friend or foe? Are they as primitive as the Panches? Or are they a divine punishment for the Saki's blasphemy? Adding to my worries, some of Assay's correspondence has been discovered by the Saki's court officials. They have not traced it back to her yet. And here I am, leagues away, powerless to help her. No matter how many victories I achieve, I cannot shake the feeling of a noose tightening around my neck.
The foolish Saki plans to invade us, yet he left the sacred Temple of the Sun lightly guarded. Attack it tonight and destroy his illusions. Excellent work. Take command of the main army and prepare for the Saki's counterattack. This is our chance to be rid of Kwenchatocha. I will protect the Temple of the Sun from any false gods, including you, Kwenchatocha.
I hear troubling rumors from the north, dear. The pale foreigners who call themselves the Spanish bring destruction and devastation wherever they go. Please be cautious.
It will take more than a scraped knee to keep me off the field. This is not over.
The Temple of the Sun belongs to the gods, and thus to me as well.
Excellent work. Take command of the main army and prepare for the Saki's counterattack. This is our chance to be rid of Kwenchatocha. I will protect the Temple of the Sun from any false gods, including you, Kwenchatocha.
Hidden in these mountains lies El Dorado, the city of gold. March with vigor, men! The smell of gold is in the air.
It will take more than a scraped knee to keep me off the field. This is not over. So these are the Spanish Assay warned me of. Do not fear their strange visages and terrifying beasts, men. Nothing good comes from mistaking men for gods.
The Temple of the Sun belongs to the gods, and thus to me as well.
I will protect the Temple of the Sun from any false gods, including you, Kemwenchatocha.
We have an enemy in common, valiant Quesada. The golden city you seek lies in the lands of my rival, Kenne. Help me crush it, and El Dorado will be yours.
The gold you wear is a sign of your successful rule. Great sake. The golden city will be mine, and I will serve your enemy's head on a platter.
The sake lies through his teeth. There is no golden city in Nemekene's lands. This will not end well for any of us.
You spill your men's blood in vain. Come serve the Son of the Sun instead, and I will give you whatever lands and riches you desire. Fool if you think there's anything more than a hollow victory, Nemekene. The Sipa will never conquer the Sake, and a mortal will never defeat a god!
Your prowess has defeated the Saki and saved our people, Pakinchike. My wounds are grave, but I will never regret fighting alongside the bravest warriors in these mountains.
Cursed native tricked us! We scoured the south and found no trace of El Dorado, which means it must lie in the north. Break camp and march, men. The Sake will pay for his insolence!
The gods have chosen to punish us all for the Saki's transgression. Nemekene is dead, and Quesada has seen through the Saki's bluff. He is scouring the land for Kemwenchatocha's capital, which he believes to be a city of gold. A city he calls El Dorado. Of course, he will never find it. There is no golden city. El Dorado is a legend born of Spanish greed. A distortion of our coronation ritual, embellished by tales of the Saki's golden palace. To make matters worse, there are now rumors of a second expedition coming over, led by an adventurer they call the German. The madman has doomed us all. I was roused from a bad dream into a living nightmare when a Say's runner burst into my hut. He collapsed, gasping for breath. He has her. The Saki has her. Chaos reigns in the Golden Palace. The paranoid Kimwenchatocha scrambles to hide his treasures and finds traitors under every rock. It was only a matter of time before he traced Assay's messages back to her. The Saki is convinced that she is a spy who will reveal his location to the Europeans. She has been imprisoned, waiting execution. Execution. My dear Assay, I cannot let this happen. This madness has gone on for too long.
You dare defy a god? My vengeance will be terrible! For you! For your traitorous woman! And every child spawned from your unholy union! The son of the sun can never die!
Assay, I thought I had lost you.
The Sake forgot about me when he ran off into the jungle with his treasure. His reign of madness is over. But our troubles are not. 2 European armies are approaching. Quesada and a new commander who calls himself Nikolaus Federman.
They must not be allowed to discover the palace. With both Sipa and Sake gone, I will take command of the men. We cannot face their guns head on. But our camp is well hidden, and we know the land. Let us use that to our advantage.
You have wasted months in this backwater, Quesada, and yet you have nothing to show for it. It's time you let a professional take over the search for El Dorado.
A professional? You are a banker's errand boy, Featherman. Nothing else! I would be damned if I let you get your hands on the greatest treasure in the New World before I do.
The Europeans will stop at nothing to steal our people's treasures. Some of our warriors have prepared ambushes for them. When I say the word, they will pounce on the colonists like hungry jaguars.
Our future awaits in those mountains, men! The first to spot El Dorado gets 10 times their share of the gold!
Rumor has it that this is the true location of El Dorado. There is only one way to find out. ¡Vámonos!
Forward to the new location, men! The city of gold awaits!
If our ambushers had some war machines, they could pack a bigger punch. We should provide them with the resources to build them. Excellent. With these materials, our ambushers can build machines that rain stones from the sky on our enemies.
Rumor has it this is the true location of El Dorado. There is only one way to find out. ¡Vámonos!
The foreigners have discovered the location of the Golden Palace. We must stop them from looting it.
This is the true location of El Dorado. There's only one way to find out. ¡Vámonos! We can hold out no longer! Abandon your positions and head for safety! The Muisca have won. This time.
natives have overrun our position! Oh, the bank will be furious when they hear about this.
On that day, we proved that the supposedly invincible Europeans could be defeated. Quesada and Federman have abandoned their plans of conquest, but they leave a shattered Muisca society in their wake. With no one else to lead them, the people now chant my name. Bacanchique, the savior. Bacanchique, the golden one. I earned the latter title when I returned the Saki's treasures to their rightful owners. I have not yet been dusted with gold, but the priests are already planning the ceremony. The age of the Sipa and Saki is over. A farmer's son now rules the Muisca. It feels surreal. Some days, I wonder if I didn't die when I stormed the palace, and that this is all some wondrous afterlife. But no, it's real. I'm here in the Saki's palace, and Asei is with me, by my side to the very end. And Kimwenchatocha. After he fled the capital, he loaded his last remaining treasures onto the coronation raft. He rode out and screamed at the gods for abandoning him. The weight of the treasure was so great that the raft came apart. Encumbered by bracelets, necklaces, and other golden trinkets, he stood no chance of reaching the shore. The last Saki sank at the bottom of Lake Guatavita. There he rules to this day, in the golden palace of his dreams.